what we're doing now is I'm going to tell you how I pooped in a dumpster. Okay, sorry, that was a lot of garbage for what we got going through. Good night, Anime. So, there was a time in my life when I used to drive across the country in a tractor-trailer truck. And at this particular time, I was in a box truck going down south, somewhere to northern North Carolina or southern Virginia. I can't remember. That's irrelevant. Because in said box truck, Brian Butler, that's because I don't have anything. Alright, so in my truck that I drove at the time, it had a door behind me, and I would open said door, jump in the back, go to bed. And then I got some fuel, and we drank some coffee with a lot of creamer, too much creamer, and I know my creamer limit at this point. I'm not lactose, none of that, just I had this weird creamer. It was French vanilla, if I recall. And then all of a sudden I had to poop, which was a normal thing when you're a truck driver. You have to poop, and you have the automatic control to get to your next stop. But then all of a sudden, what happened in my scenario is traffic stopped for miles. So there I was, saying, oh, there's only 2 miles left. We can withstand the pressure building within. We can make it to the toilet. But then it turns out it was a very slow-moving traffic jam on Interstate I-95 southbound, and we eventually, after about 45 minutes, made it to the fucking only exit. I veered right. We went off the exit. But as it turns out, I wasn't the only one in a rush. There was miles of traffic willing and waiting and wanting to get off that exit. So the exit ramp moved slowly. We made it off and eventually made it to the end. Shut up, don't like the stream. Fuck off, Brian Dick. Eventually we made it to the end of the off-ramp. I looked both ways, ignoring the red light in front of me, saying, it doesn't matter at this point which way I go. It only matters which way I arrive. And I arrived at the... I didn't even turn the wheel. Actually, the Wendy's was right there. I just fucking stopped at the stoplight, turned it a little bit, and I fucking held the wheel, and I U-turned it into Wendy's parking lot. Lined up my truck, put it inside the Whiteys. We were in the lines, ready to go. All I had to do was simply shut off the truck, exit the vehicle, lock it, and walk inside and poop. Oh, if it was that easy. It wasn't. What happened, my friends? What happened? What we did was we shut the truck off. We got that far. I unlocked the driver's side door and I tried to get out, and I realized at that moment everything was rushing down. It was not happening. There was no way we were making it out of the vehicle. I became stiff as a plank. Erect! Legs crossed. If I tried to take one step out of that vehicle... Don't restart me now, song. If I tried to take one step out of that vehicle, there would have been miles of shit filling my Hanes socks and Fruit of the Loom is garbage. I like Hanes. So what I did was, I did the only thing a logical man could do, with a back door behind him. I was stiff as a board, in the position where if I move once, poop comes out. I took my right hand and I moved it to the back door and I slid her open and I dove into the back of my truck and I grabbed a moving pad off the freight and I fucking struck my pants down to my ankles and I pushed poop, a lot of poop, all the poop, every ounce of fluid that was in my colon exited said colon into the moving pad in the back of my truck. Relief. After a moment of relief, I had nothing else to do but say shit. What's next? Well, I'll tell you what's next, folks. After that, a little bit of regret sinks in, but you deal with it. You move forward. Just like any situation in life, you push on. I stood up and I took the corners of the moving pad that didn't have poop on them and I wiped my ass. I got all the poop that I knew of off and I fucking bundled it up like a fucking 1-year-old's diaper. And it was a like, you know those things that you fucking, when you're running away from home, a bindle and twine or whatever, and you run away with a fucking stick and a bindle? I had a bindle of poop. Out I went, exited the vehicle, went right to the dumpster. And mind you, I was in Wendy's with a bindle. Opened the lid, threw it in, and I thought I was going to walk back in the restaurant, clean up properly, and move on with my day. Unbeknownst to me, the manager... Let's restart the song. We're not done yet. Unbeknownst to me, the manager... They saw me throw a giant moving pad full of diarrhea into the dumpster. And it was at that moment I realized, when that lady that looked like she's been managing a McDonald's and her prior job was being a Navy... I don't know what the words are. Some very non-womanish woman that looked like almost a man, but you knew she was a woman. She'd kick my ass. Came charging out of Wendy's, saying, "You can't use my dumpster." As if she'd known what happened, the acts that construed in the back of my box truck moments before. She knew. 5 seconds later, it dawned on me that she didn't know. Because what happened, I'll tell you, friends, was the best moment of my life. After I threw the bundled up moving pad of poop into the dumpster, saw that man lady run out at me, aggressive, scary, traumatized. I ran back to my box truck, got in the driver's seat, and furiously put her into drive. And I got to the end of the driveway just in time to look into my right passenger mirror to a furious middle-aged woman ripping open the lid of the goddamn dumpster, mad at me for throwing away my heart. She took that moving pad and pulled it out like this, and I promise you, I'm not exaggerating. This happened. My life lived this. I was at the end of the driveway of Wendy's, looking in the driver's passenger mirror, and I watched a Wendy's manager pull out a moving pad of diarrhea that I just laid. .95 south I headed. It was the best day of my life. That brings a tear to my eye. It was the best day of my life. I, like, imagine... Oh, I couldn't ask for a better ending. I couldn't ask for a better ending to a story. I really couldn't. I hope you're all... What state were you in? I was in Virginia. I was in Northern Virginia. Yo, Pat, I gotta give you some salutations, sir, for the fucking, fucking new sub, man. Dude, diarrhea all over herself. There's no way she still works for Wendy's. No way, crying. All right. You have my word. And also, Blake with the share, thank you. I'm sorry, I told you to fuck off, but I was in the middle of a heated story. I swear on literally my grandfather's grave, that happened. I'm not making this up for content. I swear on my life. They pulled the diarrhea blanket out. And I was crying, and I floored it out of Wendy's parking lot. Unbelievable. It was one of the better days of my life. I've had a lot of great days, but that one is... I would love to hear the story from the manager. Yeah, Marissa, I would love... Marissa, let me tell you something. I would pay money. Like, I would pay her, like, $200 to give me a 20-minute interview. That's like $10 a minute. I would literally pay her $200 for a couple minutes just to fucking talk to her. Can confirm. It was something. It was a whole thing. Like, and I'm not kidding. That happened. Ken, when we met, you seemed so normal. I am normal. I didn't want that to happen. I didn't intentionally poop on a Wendy's manager. I just fucking pooped in a blanket because it was better than my pants. I had two options, blanket or pants. I chose blanket, throw it in the dumpster, and then the rest is fucking beauty. I don't know what to tell you, huh? Oh, her story is probably awesome. Dude, I'm wondering, honestly, if she quit. Dude, Ralph, I swear that's real. TikTok finds everyone. I don't know what TikTok is. I don't share way too much. I don't share enough. Do you want me to share more? Let me think of a better one. That's not... What do you mean I share too much? I share too much? Alright, bye, Joel. Fuck off. I shit my pants. Alright. Dude, I don't know, man. Tiffany, how do I share too much, man? Dude, I would love patience. I would love to hear the manager's side of the story. I would really love to hear the manager's side of the story. Dead set serious. I would love her. I bet you that her story sounds a lot different than mine. More highway shenanigans? Okay.